Welcome back to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Well. What do we have going on this morning with the markets? Let's take a peek. How fun is this? This is so fun. Boy, do I love this stuff. And I don't want to be mean. I want to see it go to 80. I'm crazy. I'm just like, shut up, Tank. No, I called it. I told you it was going to go down, and go sideways for a while. This is what we're going to be dealing with. You've got to have the sentiment in the market be that crypto was nothing. See, told you it was nothing, burger. Guys, I've been telling you this for the longest time. All of this is a silly little game, which is why it's so fun for me. Boy, is this the most hilarious thing on the planet for me to constantly test this and see the truth of it. That it's basically always right, even if it seems like it's not right at the time, of course, right? Because it usually doesn't seem like it's right at the time. And that's why it's usually not followed by many. But I follow it, and boy, does it lead me to interesting places and the truth of things that I have been calling this forever, that this is exactly what was going to happen, which is so obvious, of course, once it's turned on, that you can see the obviousness of it. That, of course, XRP was going to go down. Those of you who know me in my circle know that I am not whistling Dixie. By the way, my computer keeps doing, CoinMarketCap keeps doing funky things like this. I'm on the 1 day, and the candles should definitely not look like that. Because watch when I go ahead and do this, and it'll correct. Whoops, it's not correcting. Huh, it did earlier. Yeah, see, it's supposed to do that. Those are the 1 day candles. And by the way, they're suppressing the crap out of this because I'm watching hammers pop up when I go back on the candlestick chart. The proper hammer. No, we should be going up here. Let's see what happens. But anyway, we've got the most. I'm laughing my ass off because I so see the truth of this. Do you guys see how truthful this is? How this is so obvious? We are so freaking rich, it's ridiculous coming up here. We're so right. Every single time we're over the target. This is what they're doing. We're on to this. Today's episode is going to cover exactly what we are onto and what we're all over. What a joke and how hilarious that people call XRP a crap coin when you hear what I'm about to tell you right now. And we're going to do a long form episode on it. Don't you worry your little selves about it. We're going to go ahead and cover it. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with Frank. That's Crypto Tank. If you don't know anything about crypto, if you know a little bit about crypto, if you know a lot about crypto, you still came to the right place because you got all the ranges here. My goal is to keep those folks who love the crypto and have been doing it forever engaged and happy and looking forward to our future riches in crypto. Never financial advice, of course, but then I want to hit the medium folk who know kind of maybe a little bit. They're starting to a little more advanced, but I also want to hit those folks who just jumped into crypto and don't know anything about it. And I would like you to lead you down the truthful path of crypto. Yes, I'll take my glasses off for it and look about as directly in the camera as I can and get ready to go on a little rant. You can feel it, can't you? What do I not like? Those of you who've been on the channel. The misguided information is what I don't like. All the nonsense. Things like XRP's a crap coin. Let's get into it and see what kind of nonsense that actually is. Just a little bit here. Welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy. Welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with this guy, Frank the Crypto Tank, covering markets. I'll get to comments in just a bit, guys. Welcome into the channel today on Friday, October 17th. It is 7:04 a.m. Mountain Time, coming to you from sunny Colorado. And yes, it is Friday for those of you who have some kind of a school schedule or with the kids, or a work schedule. Bless your souls. If you're doing the daily 9 to 5, you're loving the weekend, aren't you? Good for you. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you free yourselves soon from chasing and trading your time for money. This is what we're doing here, and no, I'm not a financial advisor. If you are interested in stopping the game of trading your time for money, you have come to the right place. Now, the powers that be do not like me teaching you this, now do they? So how will I ever be a success on YouTube? I don't know. I'll reach the people I reach. I'll get to the comments in a moment. Like I've said, welcome in this morning, guys. I don't know who's in yet or not because I'm not looking at that. I am focusing on our topic of the day, first and foremost, and of course, some markets very quickly. Now, concerning our markets, we have cryptocurrency market in at $3.57 trillion, taking a big digger over the last, let's look at it. I mean, we were here not long ago at all. This is 10/6. This is 9/26. Let me show you something, though. Happy 4th of July, right? Because here we are right about 4th of July or so at 3.46. See what I mean? Happy 4th. I mean, this is not really that big of a deal. And even if she does keep tanking, it's still not a big deal because you ain't putting crypto back in the bottle. It's out. So however long y'all want to play your games, meaning the powers that be want to play their games, go ahead and keep playing your games and do what you do. The game will play out eventually where, you see where we started back here? Well, we started way the heck back here. I don't know why. It doesn't give me back to 2017. Very annoying, and I've never figured it out on CoinMarketCap. Somebody tell me in the comments if you know how to pull this chart over and get over to kind of 2017, 2018. But anyway, even if we go back to only here, 2022, and we come to here, 2025, only just in a few years, we see where crypto has gone, right? So considering that the genie is not going back in the bottle and we are at these prices, look at this fear and greed at 28. Buying up the fear are the large institutional players and those retail who know how to act as institutions do. Because at these points, these are the deals and these are the buy points where we scoop up and buy, never financial advice. Don't buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. This is where I go ahead and scoop up if I feel like my bags are not loaded sufficiently. Since they are, I don't scoop up. I'm not doing anything. Almost always, the best thing to do when it comes to investing and trading in crypto is literally take your two hands, put them under your butt, and sit on them. And stop touching this. And put coffee down, which this is a mushroom tea, but yes. Anywho, how? Anyway, good morning, not today. Welcome into Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with Frank the Crypto Tank. Yes, we cover all things markets, all things crypto. Today's topic, and let's get into it very quickly here as we've seen the markets doing the tank show that I called, I'm going to say it if I called it, because I do. And my buddies around you will tell you the truth. Anybody that's been watching the channel will tell you that we've been calling it over and over again. We're in for some more market pain because what is ever the game? To make sure that you don't gain. Am I trying to rhyme this time? Yes, I am. You got me. Guilty as charged. Here's the deal. My job is to be entertaining on this channel, so I try to be funny. I try to be silly. I do it to the best of my ability, but here's the thing. Something always takes me over, which is called the truth. And it has me jump into this spot of seriousness, and people are like, geez, this guy's really serious. He gets very, he goes off on his rants. Guy's taking his glasses off now. You damn right I am. And this is why you're here on the channel, because I'm sick of the crap. And boy, does it get me aggravated. And then I pull myself back down and put a smile on. Because I remember the truth. I'm not responsible for all of you. Okay, that's why I get aggravated, because I see everybody getting fooled. Literally, I am 1% out of 99%, maybe 2, and you guys are probably included in this club if you're watching me, right? We're in kind of a 2% little tiny margin of the planet that sees the truth of what is going on and what is being held from us. And no, we're not paranoid, weird, wacky conspiracy people. No, tinfoil, that's stupid. Tinfoil is aluminum. That's a byproduct of the aluminum, which is fluoride eventually, right? Goes straight to this and kills it. No, we don't like aluminum and fluoride and things like this because we're smarter than that. No, we're not crazy. We know the truth. We're more scientific. You ain't going to go ahead and call whatever you want. We know what we are. And here we are. And here's the episode. Let me get into it. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Not today, Monsager. My regulars and newbies, you better frickin' tap the like and subscribe, and I'm not effing around. You're pissing me off. No, I'm kidding. But you kind of are pissing me off. People who come in here and hang around like little knuckleheads and hanging out. But see, the truth don't like no crap. So once you're in line with the truth, stuff's going to start aggravating you just a little bit. Just, why is this guy getting so riled? Jeez. Well, when you get on some truth, like, I don't know, was Jesus like really calm all the time and stuff and nothing really got rattled him and stuff? I don't know, because when you see the truth, man, really, I don't know. Maybe he was, because the only choice is to smile, because if you don't, you're going to start crying. Anyway, I'm going to choose to smile. So here's my smiling information for you today. Here are what's verifiably true with Ripple's ODL, guys. XRP is a crap coin. How about you shut your stupid yapper? People who are saying that. This is where I am this morning because my guy, here's the impetus for the episode so you know. Here's what's going on today and why Tank's all fired up on the internet today about XRP. And I'm laughing about the market movement, by the way. I totally called it. I already knew this was coming. So please be my guest. Never financial advice. You do what you want. Some folks are loading bags right now who feel like they have not loaded because they see all the red. So what I'm saying is that Ripple's ODL, its payments as the bridge asset, is a real production service used by licensed money transmitters and banks to move value across currencies without pre-funding right now. Ripple's own docs explain the mechanism and onboarding, and we've been through the patents and things too. XRP is a crap coin. Really? Do you realize how stupid you sound? Let me continue. Yeah, I know. Usually I'm very nice. This morning I kind of lost my little nice edge no, look at it. I'm still nice and kind. Come on. But honest, that's an honest question. Sometimes I'll get to the yes or no's. I got an honest question. Are you dumb? Yes or no? No. You got to give me yes or no. Don't talk about anything else. Please give me a yes or no. Are you stupid? Yes or no? It's a yes or no question. So many people will not answer a yes or no. If I'm asked that, I'm going to say no, I'm not. Now I'm going to tell you why. All right, if you need an explanation. Ripple is listed, by the way. I hope you guys are having fun here. This is literally what the world breaks down to. I'm constantly dealing with people in the comments in my real life and boom, boom, boom. We're going, you think this crypto thing really is something? Do you think I would put as much money as I did into it if it wasn't? Really? Are you freaking kidding me? And do you think some of the wisest money people on the planet say that they are massively underexposed to crypto after they've been like Raw Paul? Guy's been doing money his whole life. And the masters on the planet listen to this dude. So who cares if he says banana? Who cares? So he says banana zone. Who cares? He calls Solana and puts an R at the end. Who gives a crap? The dude's a financial genius. He says over and over and over and over again for what he will tell you. He's also not going to tell you everything. He ought to be spouting his mouth off about the ISOs for the past years, but he hadn't, has he? He has not done that, has he? I know it's not hadn't. I said it on purpose for emphasis. Sometimes we twist grammar for our benefit here on the channel. Boy, people, please wake up nicely. I'm kindly saying to you, please wake up. Crypto is obviously blockchain technologies that are the real projects, are obviously the next real thing. Oh my gosh, please wake up. Ripple's listed by the World Economic Forum. XRP is a crap coin. I'm going to keep doing that. That's going to be my shtick, is every time I say something that is so obviously credible and ridiculously credible about XRP, I'm going to go, XRP is a crap coin. Ripple is listed by the WEF, the World Economic Forum. Half of you guys out here don't even know what in the heck that is, so shut your dumb yappers. That's what I really want to say. There you go. Oh boy, Frank's really being truthful now. Well, sometimes truth will mean being just a little bit. So, let's be kind and say, hey, you know what? Let's be nice to the algorithm and loving and kind, and I love you all. Let's pepper some love in there. By the way, as a participant, partner, and CEO of the WEF, there's nothing to see here. Brad Garlinghouse has a public profile on World Economics Forum's website, showing the access to policy forums, not control, but legitimate engagement. I'll get to comments in a sec, guys. I see you in there. I love you, and I see you commenting, and I hope you're on the same page as me because I'm sick of this crap. Here we go. Ripple collaborates with, I'm still smiling. That's crazy. How can this guy be so aggravated and he's still smiling? I swear to you, I'm still beaming with love from deep inside my being. I hope it's coming across to you and you can see it lighting up like a frickin' Christmas tree. And by the way, the real meaning of the Christmas tree, enlightenment, putting the presents under the tree, so on and so forth, the star at the top being lit up, which is this. Oh boy, we'll get into that stuff on the Patreon. Ripple is listed by the World Economic Forum. As said, Ripple collaborates with the U.S. Faster Payments Council, the FPC. Oh, nothing to see here. XRP's a crap coin. Do you hear how stupid you sound? Ripple collaborates with the U.S. Faster Payments Council, FPC, on cross-border payments research. Oh, my guy's loving this one. My guy's flipping out right now because we had our talk last night. He's like, no, be easy. Go easy, Tank. Don't go on live and just go blah-blah. And I'm like, yeah, okay, don't worry. I'm all good. Don't worry, Luke. I'm good, buddy. And here I woke up this morning and I said, but I got to be me. I am the truth. This is who you're getting, and this is what it's going to be, is me, which is the truth. Vibing at you live on the YouTube on cross-border payments with well-researched stuff. Guys, will you kindly wake up, please? XRP's a crap coin. My favorite new shtick. Wait, hold on. I'll get the comments in a minute because I see you in there. Hold on. Let me continue. Ripple collaborates with the Faster Payments Council on cross-border payments research, including a co-branded white paper and work group bulletins. That's real industry plumbing, guys. Are you kidding me? This is happening. All this plumbing is being laid by Ripple. Wait, hang on. There's XRP's a crap coin. XRPL has native DEX AMM features that support liquidity and pathfinding, or what we call auto bridging. Guys, I know you're in the comments and I see you lighting up out of my peripheral. I will get to you, please, in just a moment. I am on a roll and I don't want to stop. My driving force, which is the truth of Ripple and XRP, and everybody out there needs to cut the shit. Yeah, I know I swore. This episode is an exception. Auto bridging, which are consistent with ODL's needs since XRPL developer docs and the XLS30 AMM spec. The Bank of XRP's a crap coin. The Bank of International Settlements, the central bank of central banks that lays down the go-ahead to imperatives to all the central banks, Central Bank of Egypt, blah, 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 blah. And then all the banks in those regions and countries get the word and get the imperative laid down from those banks. So the BIS is the central bank of all the central banks. I'm about to lose my shit. Bank of International Settlement is actively, I feel like I'm turning into Crypto Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. You know, Crypto Hulk? Yeah, I feel like I'm turning into that dude. I'm going to start swearing like crazy, cleaning out the old sinus. Bank of International Settlement is actively advancing a unified ledger future for tokenized money and assets. XRP is a crap coin. Example, Project Agora, Bank of International Settlement's 2025 press release talking about that. Go ahead and dip into it. This is a macro direction toward which Ripple positions itself, but Bank of International Settlement does not endorse any private firm or asset. Wink, wink. Holy sheep shit. XRP's a crap coin. Hang on, I got more for you. Let me get to these comments because I am on a freaking roll this morning. And holy crap, I am so sick of this horse shit. Yes, I'm on here swearing this morning. My guy's going crazy. We're not supposed to swear. Don't worry. Turdy, welcome in. You know I'm excited when I'm spinning all over my monitor. Turdy, totally awesome. Monsagger, Stu, welcome in. Marnie, welcome in. Yeah, I'm yelling at you here this morning live on the air. Boy, am I screaming my freaking pants off here. Sorry, guys. Let me put these on. Such a nug. Oh, boy, I was loud. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. That was really loud. Guys, all right, let me get to some of these comments. Oh, jeez. I know I flipped out and lost it on you this morning, but that's why you come here, because I lose it. Oh, yeah, you want to know more about that thing right here, which I'm not saying? Yeah, you're going to have to get into the Patreon. We can't cover that kind of stuff, because then we get flagged by the algorithm, because they do not want you turning that on. You turn that on and you see through their horseshit, and they don't want that. Anyway, so we have to go to Patreon for that one. Hey, man, long time no see. Jack, what up? No kidding, long time no see. What's up, brother? I love this. Buy that dip, he says. Baby, buy that dip. Let the haters hate. And I really don't like her very much. And you know who I mean. But anyway, I don't want to. Hey, you know what? Let's be positive. I told you I'd be truthful. And I don't want to say that in a mean way. But, shake it off. Shake it off, that whole thing. How stupid. Anyway, but yes, let the haters hate, as the song goes. How dumb. Can we please wake up and be better in our world than some silly little cheeky, stupid shit? Are we a little bigger and better than that? Because the aliens are flying by. I swear to you, they're flying by this planet. Thank the Lord. And they're going, uh-oh, keep going, Jim. Fly by that one. Jackasses of the universe, fly by. Look at them. Look at how dumb they are. Shake it off and all this stuff. Look at what they're doing. How stupid. Including the tanker. I have no ego that I'm aware of when I get on this channel. Including me, I'm a little knucklehead. I am just a knucklehead as well. Turdy says, you better go ahead and say XRP's a crap coin and agree with me. My portfolio only have 9%. I know, my portfolio is like so much crap. Oh my gosh. It's such crap coin. Oh, and I got more for you. Don't worry. Oh, you thought that was a rant? Now hang on, child. I got more coming for you. Because I am in rare form. I think I slept a lot last night. I am tweaked out this morning, and I'm loving the markets. Please don't ever. I don't want anybody thinking, oh, he's getting freaked out because the markets are dropping. No, I called this. I told you I was going to. Told my buddy yesterday on the, Todd, where are you in the comments, my buddy from my hometown? Where's Todd? Todd, where are you? I know you're busy working. I joke with him like, dude, you don't watch my cast, man. You're my bro. You don't watch my cast, buddy. He's like, dude, I'm busy. I'm trying to run a business. You know, I'm out in the morning. I tried to put you on the truck and turn. I'm like, yes. By the way, more than 50% of crypto owners are contractors and, truck drivers and the like. And shout out to Seth, my buddy, in our comments. Where are you this morning, Seth? Welcome to everybody. Jack, welcome back, by the way. And Turdy, welcome back too. And Stu. Boy, all my favorites. I love these people. Guys, I got to tell you, because who else can I come and bitch and moan about crypto and yap like this and have people actually vibe with me and be like, I hear what the dude's saying. I know what he means. This is what I'm doing with my life. All these people around me go, are you sure about that? XRP's a crap coin. Oh, hang on. Let me continue. Taylor Swift. Oh, good gracious me, that Taylor Swift. But everybody's got to make their way. She's a great human being. She is. She does her thing. Taylor Swift's a great human being, I think. I want to believe that. But I'm more concerned with Kim Kardashian, says Stu, the new movie. Love Tay-Tay, love Democrats, and love... Boy, Stu, did you come to the right place? Boy, are we going to... hey, you want to tap a little... tap something on the rocks and give it a little sip and light up a cigar. And we will watch the world burn, Stu. Was it Nero that played the flute while Rome burned? Was it Rome? I don't know. I don't know. I'm horrible with my history. I'm pretty sure it was Nero that sat there and played the flute while Rome burned. Anyway, no, I love the world and I don't want to see it burn, and I don't think Stu or Jack or anybody else does either. Jack says I'm more concerned what I might have for breakfast tomorrow morning. And that's where we are here on the channel. And that's how we know we got the right peeps watching us. And you know you found the right place. And I know I found my right people. And some people in my personal life, including my wife. God bless. Thank God she's into crypto. I feel bad for these folks who have men who have a wife, a spouse who is not into crypto. Oh, that can be tough. That can be tough. In fact, it can prevent you from getting rich, and it is. I have friends who are like, she just doesn't want to buy into the crypto. What am I going to do? I'm like, no, don't lose your marriage over it, But unfortunately, the woman who steers the ship with decisions quite a bit in a household, including financially, don't know nothing about no blockchain technology and no XRP and on-demand liquidity solution in the current banking system, and how clunky it is and all the research on it and how over the target all of us are, and that we're about to be rich and oops. Those wives missed the boat. And because why? Because how can they not? And it's not their fault. And I don't make fun when I say this. I love all the wives as well, and they're not any lesser. They simply are not over the target because they're not focusing. Now, look, you only got so much attention you can focus, right? And where are you focusing it on? Where am I focusing it on? Where is the wife focusing her attention on? Well, she's doing, whatever the things that they're doing, whatever, the rearing the children and doing all the things God bless it be. Don't know nothing about no blockchain technologies now, do you, child? Because if I sit the wife down and interview her and ask her and be like, now talk to me about these blockchain technologies. Well, they're for bad people. They're no good. It's internet money. And by the way, XRP is a crap coin. My best housewife impersonation, repeating, parroting shit. Anyway, let me continue with the episode. I hope I'm cracking people up. My goal this morning was to get a laugh out of y'all's while we were watching the market tank, and hopefully some folks are bright enough to buy in and see the truth of it all with an F instead of a TH at the end of the word. Yeah, I said truth. Truths. I'll even put an S at the end. Look at the truths of it all. Yeah, I'm trying to be as entertaining as I can now this morning. I realize I'm making myself giggle inside, so I must be mildly amusing to somebody out there. XRP is at $2.27, and it's down 19.42% on the week. Correction, 19.43% on the week, according to Corny Market Cap. And I'm going to say after that, XRP's a crap coin. See? It's down almost 20% in a rat on the 7-day. Hey, don't forget about Caleb and Brown, your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency brokerage. And I'm not getting into all of it. You're going to have to go ahead and tap it down below and see what the deal is, because I'm just not into it today with all of that explaining. Maybe I'll do some more later. But you go ahead and call them up. By the way, the number's sitting right here on the site. Go ahead and give them a ringy-dingy-jingy. Give them a call over there from the U.S., 844 number, and you tell them the tank sent you. And you tell them Frank the Crypto Tank said you were the best thing since schnizzle sliced bread. What's the deal with that crap? Is he full of crap or what? And then you ask him. And let him go ahead and get Sean. Go ahead and get Jim. Go ahead and get, who are the others over there? There's quite a few over there. You go ahead and get Jim Bizzani, and you tell him that the tanker sent you over, and you want to know all about Fireblocks institutional grade custody and why it's the best solution for you. Now look at how fast XRP is moving, because we've got 600,000 trading in the past minute of XRP. XRP is a crap coin. No, this is it. Hey guys. Oh my God, Frank, don't throw cold water on people. You need to wake them up nicely and kindly and gently. Look at this, all malfunctioning. Dude, they are completely manipulating the crypto market today. It is, and they've been. And by the way, what is happening right now? Somebody tell me, please. Go ahead and shout them out whenever you know the answers. By the way, Jack, thanks for dropping me something there. Jack says, I'm doing this as I know you hate it. I know. Thank you for doing that. That's cool that you did that. I know. My guy Luke's like, don't tell people to not put money in. We gotta, and it's like, well, we don't, go into what you really should do. All right, here's the deal. Jack, I'm going to see if we can give you a free Patreon, because what I want to do is, because you've helped us before like that, sending money. And here's the truth of it, is that money should be allocated and put in to you getting a Patreon out of us. So I'm going to buy you a Patreon. That's what I'm doing, Jack. We're giving back, Jack. No, you've given too much money. No, I don't hate it. You guys are fine if the value is appropriate. Tank is real and truthful, and I don't like inappropriate transfer of value. I will buy you a Patreon. That is happening. Not that you want to go in the Patreon, but I'm going to buy you one. Jack, buy a... You've given enough money. You're getting a year's max Patreon from me. And I think it's $15 or whatever. Who cares? You deserve it. You deserve it, dude. That's what you're getting from me. I'm giving you a free Patreon, my good sir. And it's nice to have you back. And thank you for being just a cool person on your own. Thank you, everybody. By the way, Aussies, what the F? You better not be talking about me now, child. Don't worry now. Tanker loves everybody, Jack. I love the Aussies. I love the UK. I love the Americans. I love all of us. I love all the humans. And by the way, I love you, Jack, for giving us the support that you do. Thank you for doing that. And thank you, by the way, Stu Nurple. Oh my gosh, everybody for tuning in this morning. We ain't even nearly been done yet. Oh my gosh, we're just getting started. Holy cow, let me keep going. XRP, here's our theme. The title should have been XRP is a crap coin, and I was going to do it, and I didn't want to do it. I'm like, he's trying to do clickbait. Don't want to piss people off. Don't want to, because people are like, oh my God, don't what? I trust this guy. I don't want people who do see me and see my material. I'm like, whoa, they even fooled him. No, that's what they're trying to do with the charts right now. They are, I got to get to my full screen. Sorry. Guys, this is purposeful manipulation. Obvious, classic telltale stuff. Guys, can we talk about Ryan Fugger, and can we talk about the Rothies and how they literally have 500 trillion, which is literally half of the wealth on the planet, their family, and the connection with Fugger. And by the way, it's not a double phoenix on the cover of Economist magazine. Is it Economist? Yeah, 1999, I think. Remember the cover with the money burning on the bottom? Yeah. You've seen all the episodes. I know you have. It's a double eagle representing the Habsburg family way back in the day, back to the Aussies. Yes, do you remember when they were running this whole place? And are they still? I don't know. But anyway, half of the wealth which comes from way back in the there's only so much we can say here on the channel. If you want to get back to the early times, pre-Egyptian, and get to those times, this is where this line comes from. Ooh, we're getting into some deep stuff. We can cover more on the Patreon, but are you guys all aware of that? And it's actually the double eagle from the Habsburg family. Yes, from Austrian money, Austrian dynasty. Anyway, it's a double eagle, not a double phoenix, and it's okay. We keep saying phoenix rising from the ashes. I am here to spit out and dispel all the nonsense not nonsense, to help piece together all the research that's been laid out. And I've got a lot more for you, and I can get to comments, but I've got a lot more of my talk here for you. We're loving the talk so far. Thank you, Jack. And I love you guys all. And we're saying that, thanks for saying what I can't there, Jack. I can, but I'm told not to say it. I try to not be a sheep. I see you in there, but I've got to do my best to be true and to be fair to my business partner, because I can't just come on and tank the whole show and then our channel doesn't thrive because I went too conspiracy on us and too tinfoil hat. Just got gifted a set of antique silverware from my Romanian mother-in-law. Interesting, Nurple. How interesting. Oh, boy. Guys, I'm so glad you guys are engaged with the talk on this, because get ready for this one. Hold on, I'm not done yet. XRP's a crap coin. For tokenized money assets, does the BIS lays all of this out. Ripple's early history is public, of course. Ryan Fugger, Fugger, 1%er, okay? Right? Jed McCaleb and Fugger, both 1%ers. Ripple Pay back in 2004. Let's go ahead and bust this down for you. We'll lay it all out for you. Then OpenCoin in 2012. Later, Ripple Labs, of course. Then later, simply Ripple. None of the official stories show evidence of a connection with the old Rothies. But we'll see. What remains speculative with no credible primary sources is that this family chose Ripple XRP. There's no substantiated primary source documentation tying this family to XRP ownership, governance, or strategic control. Well, we know that's not true because we see wallets showing that they're holding hordes of it. So cut the living bullshit. All right, anyway, crypto rumor sites discuss it. Credible filings do not, according to my notes in internet research and AI research as well. And I call bull crapperoonie because you can see. I'll get to comments in a second. I know we got them firing up because of this. Tanker stirring up a whole bunch of stuff this morning. Government shutdown. Just spitting the truth now. Go give me my phone. Don't fetch me out, sweet tea now, y'all. Government shutdown. Flip the switch to a quantum financial system. Interesting timing with the government shutdown. I have said it multiple times. Serve multiple purposes, multiple functions. Oh, interesting timing of the window for like the 2 weeks that we can see 3i Atlas, our third interstellar visitor that comes in. Oh, wow, interesting timing. And now this moment right now where we could very well be looking at the flipping of the switch. Oh, there's now look it's got to be multi-purposed because we're very efficient in the matrix. There's purpose number 2, purpose number 3. Wait, I had like 5 of them the other day. There are 5 major things that this government shutdown serves. How curious and interesting that just at this key point in time for the 2-week window when we can see 3i Atlas, 2 days prior, government shutdown. Sorry, can't show you the imagery. Are we freaking stupid or what? Wake the F up because I'm getting pissed. Holy stupid bull crap. All right, anyway, you got to be positive or else the algorithm's going to flag you and say you're being negative. Okay, be positive now. Oh, this game is such a topsy-turvy thing. How hilarious. And then, by the way, you got to keep your sanity through the whole thing, which is the easiest thing in the world once this opens up. Because then you see everything, and it's like, oh my gosh, how ridiculous. Oh my gosh. H bar. H bar. H bar. Sorry, Stu, I had a frog in my throat. H bar. H bar. I had a frog in my throat. Yes, 3i Atlas is getting a front row seat for the flipping of the switch. It certainly is. And yes, Monsager, H-Bar will be a big player, is a big player, already in the plan, already in the mix. Has anybody ever asked, and I've never heard anybody, boy, stop being so weird, Tank. Why are you asking those questions? Has anybody ever asked how Hashgraph is going to integrate with blockchain technology and AI? And smart contracts and the running of how scary that actually really kind of is the matrix. What? And advanced digital identity and so forth and satellite imagery and so on, etc., etc., etc. With quantum AI and quantum advancements with the tiniest little freaking camera you ever did see, interactive and embedded and molded right into the actual plastics or material that literally create the computer or the skin of the laptop. Are you going where I'm going? It ain't that far-fetched. They're already doing the nanobot thing inside the human body. This isn't tinfoil stuff. This is real shit. So, anyway, government shutdown, flip the switch to a quantum financial system. Is that what we're experiencing right now? Dude, they're flipping the switch right now. Ding, ding, ding. You better hit it 3 times. No, you really actually only have to hit it once, remember? You hit it 3 and almost don't want to work. Now you're underestimating its power. You only need 1 tap. No official U.S. Treasury. Check it. It's in the Bible, Jacob. Treasury Fed BIS documentation collaborates a coordinated cut over timed to a shutdown. Interesting. Bank of International Settlements, Unified Ledger. Work is public and multi-layer. Is this where we're switching over to distributed ledger technology? Are we flipping the switch over to DLT's technology right now? Are we? It's a multi-year. By the way, it is not a stealth overnight switch. It is at least a multi-day switch, which is happening right now. Okay, yet there's no strong evidence that Ripple is building these rails that are fit, says my research, says if you go to the internet, this is what it's going to tell you. This is this little piece of my talk. There is no, I used internet and AI for this spot right here. There is no strong on-the-record evidence Ripple is building rails that fit where global payments are going. Really? There is not, in bold, on the record evidence for a secret Rothi family directed shutdown timed with the flip. But there's a whole bunch of evidence to show that. But no, there's nothing. Below, go ahead and check out. And then it laid out some more for me. Google did and AI. And I think it's the dumbest crap I've ever heard in the world. And how misleading. How funny and hilarious, guys. This is so funny that it makes me want to giggle in my mouth a little bit. Vomit in my mouth a little bit. Giggle and vomit. Let's get some deep context framing after we get to some more comments. Let me bust off and break off to comments right quick skis here. Yes, H-bar is definitely going to be an explosive character in this whole thing. Marnie says, of course, we missed this. Is 3i Atlas is getting a front row seat for the flipping of the switch? It certainly is. How hilarious. Welcome back in, Marnie. How funny. H-bar will be a big player, says Monsager. And yes, sir, says Stu. Happening right now, curtain is being raised, but normies are distracted with the chocolate cones being sold, and their beer isn't cold enough. That's a distraction. Stu, you're pretty funny. You freaking crack me up. And boy, are you over the target. So, Nurple, Stu, Jock, Monsager, Marnie, to my regs in here. Who else? Who else is in here in the comments? Boy, that's all we got in the comments. Turdy. I'm sorry, Turdy. Turdy as well. Totally awesome. Beastie, not today. For those of you, we ain't nearly done. Don't think I'm saying that to say we're jumping off the air. Oh, no, we ain't nearly done. We got a lot more for you. Let's get into the big picture. And I mentioned all your names to say thank you very much for supporting in the comments and interacting with us. And remembering to, of course, everybody else who's in here, please tap that like and subscribe. Do not forget to tap also the Caleb link, and that our Patreon is launched, where we get into all this stuff and the Patreon that we can't get into here, of course. And the truth of everything, and where I'm going with my portfolio, and where I've been, and where I'm going to go with another portfolio we're going to create for the Patreon. And we'll even have some oxygen in there for you. Global payments today are fragmented, expensive, slow, and opaque, to say the very frickin' least, obviously. Central banks, the Bank of International Settlements, which we covered before, global institutions were actively planning for a future monetary infrastructure, and I believe are doing it right now, built around tokenized money, programmable assets, shared settlement layers as well. Ripple and XRPL, the XRP ledger, position themselves squarely, of course, as one of the rails that can support that future. This is obvious. XRP is a crap coin, especially for cross-border liquidity, foreign exchange, FX bridges, settlement rails, and so forth. XRP is a crap coin. So the question, are they just one of many hopefuls who are saying XRP is going to be something in the world, or are they already quietly embedded in corridors and being positioned as the chosen backbone for our future financial system? Let me think. Bank of International Settlement, Unified Ledger, and the architecture of money, of the future of money. And to understand what Ripple is actually aligning with, we first have to see what the Bank of International Settlements and the Unified Ledger vision gives us moving forward here. From the Bank of International Settlements 2023 blueprint, if we all remember, and hats off to the Crypto Hulk, and hats off to All In Crypto and Lewis and everybody who have laid it all out, and Versan and Vendel and David and Digital Perspectives and Brad Kimes and everybody who has laid it all out for us, that I've been following for years. And I am jumping on the coattails of these geniuses, which just means you find things that the normies don't find. Yes, these people are geniuses. So am I. And so are you, because you found this. Nothing wrong with saying the truth. If you go by the definition of the word, you actually are a genius. So don't worry. Don't be afraid to say it. Don't listen to the normies who are jealous of you and are not themselves geniuses, and then, of course, want to try to put your fire out to make themselves feel just a little bit brighter. But, yeah, we see through that game. Anyway, financial infrastructures and market infrastructures, the FMI, that combine tokenized deposits, central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, I know we don't like them, and other tokenized assets on a unified ledger. So, XRP's a crap coin. The point, bring money and assets onto programmable, composable rails. Composable rails is the key. secure composable rails that are checkable and seeable, right, and knowable. Bring money assets to this point so settlements, clearing, messaging, and execution can happen in all the same place versus siloed legacy layers. So if it can happen on a digital level in all the same place, then we've got RTGS, or real-time gross settlement, right? They stress that multiple layers may coexist, but interoperability by way of APIs or application programming interfaces that connect all this stuff and actually make it function with existing horse crap systems today, and also bridges, are the key. The Bank of International Settlements also published working... I hope you're having fun with me this morning. I've got a rare one going this morning. I'm not effing around this morning. You can say, I'm like, I am so sick of the crap. This is the tank that everybody wants to see. The one who's lit up and enlightened like he ought to be, and just being like, just cut the shit. Hey, you got a bunch of crap? Go do that crap over there. Get out of my face. Yeah, but I'm still nice, though. Don't worry. Importantly, the Bank of International Settlements emphasizes trust, credit links, bilateral relationships, and cross-border digital money. Ripple's architecture of trust lines and liquidity pathways is well aligned to that kind of thinking, and it is completely obvious that if we look at corridor case studies moving forward, Tranglo and XRP is a crap coin. Tranglo and Ripple, I told you I'd do it every time I say something that is so credible and obvious in the world that anybody who says XRP is a crap coin looks like the biggest jackass on the planet. Tranglo and Ripple in Southeast Asia, Ripple's a crap coin. Tranglo is a regional cross-border payments remittance structure firm focused on Southeast Asia, you frickin' nut. No, I'm kidding. In 2021, Ripple acquired a 40% stake in Tranglo. Fact. Ripple's a crap coin. Really? The strategic logic. Southeast Asia has massive remittance corridors. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, ding. Billions in low-value international flows and underbanked populations. I'm shaking my head because I'm thinking these people are so freaking stupid. Any rail that lowers friction and cost, there gets huge optionality when that happens. We go on and on with that piece, and I think I'm about done because it's obvious that by integrating with Tranglo, Ripple gains direct corridor access to markets where expensive legacy banking infrastructure often fails or overcharges. Bet you didn't know that one, did you? Everybody was going, but XRP's a crap coin. Really? How stupid you sound. This gives a real visible corridor intersection, not just theory. But Ripple's holding on to the majority of the supply in escrow, and they could dump it on the market at any time, and it's all pre-mined. Wah. Do you realize how frickin' stupid you sound? When we're all rich, you're all going to say, I didn't want to buy XRP. It was a crap coin. It was obvious why. They were just controlling and holding too much and lying to everybody, saying it was decentralized. And don't worry, it'll become more decentralized over time. Don't worry. And that was just a big old lie, and that's why they got sued. And see, XRP's a crap coin. Dude, I have people who have done so well with money that I watch that keep saying this to me and have completely missed XRP. And now they think it can only go to $4 or $5 as the top, so they won't buy it at $2 or whatever. And these are some of the smartest people I know with money, and they're some of my friends, and they don't get it. That XRP is going to $50, 75, 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000. And all of their family members are going to look at them and go, oh my God, for the longest time, you don't remember like all these people who kept saying, get it. You had plenty of wealth to get it, and you didn't do it. You could have had so much money in gains on XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, Algo, IOTA, Quant, ADA, VeChain. I'm nicely trying to tell you, regular financial people, to wake the F up and get out of your own way with your mitigating risk mentality, which has gotten you where it's gotten you. But I am warning you guys, you're going to miss this. You guys are missing. You already kind of missed it. I'm helping you to not miss it further. Wake up and listen to me. If you can't tell by now, I know what the frick I'm talking about. That's the problem. It's people like, how can this guy who's not made it the way I have with a cigar, I can know more about this is what I think some people think, and I could be off. But I think naturally that would be the organic evolution in someone's mental process is, wait, but they've never gotten to where I've gotten to financially. So how could they be onto this and I wasn't, and they know, and this literally is something that what I've done 10x and what this dude be talking about is going 100x. I'm not going to play ball on that because this guy's not done what I've done. This is the mentality of a human, and I get it. Now, more advanced beings can break out of this rote memorization, conditioned way of thinking and become masters in this place. What we're calling a true master, not a copycat master. I'm talking about a real master. Not one that copies someone's songs and does a cover band. I'm talking about their own original mastery. Now, the Phoenix and Ryan Fugger, we'll get to comments in a minute, guys. And guys, that was for all my friends who, hats off to you, who have crushed it financially and learned about money where I was playing games and having fun and doing all kinds of dumb stuff in my younger years. And hats off to you guys learning about money and doing it. And please don't miss the boat on what I'm saying. You really need to trust me that I've gone down the rabbit hole. And I know you know I'm smart. And I know you know I'm honest. So I know you might want to be starting to listen to me and start doubling down on this stuff because you're about to miss it. This train is not a train. It's a freaking rocket ship, and it is about to blast off, and you're about to miss it. All you mitigating risk, older school, regular money people, you're about to miss it. I'm trying to tell you as kindly as I possibly can and as nicely as possible. I'm right, and we're all right, and you're going to miss this. So, to Mr. Wonderful, that bald dude who's completely full of crapola as you watch him, he was right about stablecoins, and he knew, he's going to tell you the truth about that part because that's not going to affect how he can chill his talk his books or not, right? All that did was help him to talk his books. He ain't going to tell you about all the ISOs now, is he, cha? How come he didn't tell you about all that? Yeah, whatever, Mr. Wonderful. What are you, a wrestler? How dumb. Oh, this guy, how stupid to me. These people in the Matrix are so silly to me. I guess I am too because I'm Frank the Crypto Tank and I have my stupid little character shtick going, so who am I to talk, right? But at least I didn't choose Mr. Wonderful. Although mine does sound a little WEF as well. We're trying to have fun and laugh at ourselves too on the channel, by the way. Oh, I said I'd get back to comments and I didn't. Rock on with some third eye action. By the way, we've had 9 viewers the entire episode. So obviously, hey, shout out to my guy, Luke. Hey, Luke, just so you know, we've had 9 viewers the entire episode. It hasn't changed at all. Nobody in or out. It's just stayed even at 9 the whole time. And I've already refreshed the chat, by the way. So there's some humor for you to pepper it in. All right, so what do we know about Ryan Fugger, F-U-G-G-R, who is a 1%er, and he's credited as the earliest origin of the Ripple's foundation idea, the Ripple Pay concept in the early 2000s. I could jump deeply into that, but I'm not going to right now. Let's move forward. His original design centered on trust lines, as we know, letting users set credit relationships, not relying on centralized banking. What Bitcoin said they were going to do and couldn't do and can't do. Lightning Network or not, sorry, Mahler, I love you, buddy, but no. Well, yes, for some applications, but for most, no. And I like your new expensive suit, by the way, Jack Mahler. Thank you for losing the sweatpants and the baseball cap on backwards and joining the rest of the adults in the financial world. Good job. I like that guy. He's cool. He's growing. He's cool. He's a cool guy. And I mean that. I like that dude. And I don't know how he gets on Fox Business. And boy, it's incredible, this kid. Incredible. Where's my chance to get on? His original design centered on trust lines, as we know, and, by the way, online archival interviews. Go back to podcasts from 2026, and you're going to see Mr. Fugger discusses how users pick whose obligations they trust or don't trust, and how Ripple lets trust networks emerge in this whole thing. His name surfaces in speculative writings connecting him to the historical Fugger banking dynasty. Interesting. Not sure if you knew about that one, which is very powerful, was very powerful in Europe in the 16th century and still plays out today, the Fugger banking dynasty. Interesting. But those claims rely on a genealogical conjecture that has not been verified. Same thing with the Rothies and all the others who like to say, oh, no, we didn't come from that lineage before the pharaohs and the Bush family and so forth. Yeah, right. That's for the Patreon. I hope we don't get flagged too much in this algorithm today. Symbol reading, cryptic odds and speculative narratives abound, not a verifiable legal and financial documentation of all of this. And by the way, the Phoenix magazine cover claim said XRP XRP community circles, Binance's editorial site covers this as well, about Phoenix symbolism concerning XRP tied to the Fugger family's historical coins. And the fleur de lis, which is those, you know, the what they would put in the Olympics in Roman times, they would give you the all the leaves, all the thing with the leaves, the fleur de lis. Of this is the divine of the vine. This means you are divine. This is where this comes from. Go back to the history of this. You will see this in family crests and so forth. The fleur de lis. I am not French, so I know I just completely did not say that properly, pronounce that correctly. That's okay. And a famous 1988 The Economist cover, which we all remember, showing and my research is saying a double phoenix rising from the ruins of currency and money burning. But we know those are not phoenixes. Those are the eagles of the Habsburg Austrian banking dynasty, which conferred the name to them, the Fugas. Go back in history and you will see the truth of all of this. The rumors cite the Farina threat. I bet you didn't know all this. Need I go on? Need I go on? In the comments, we see the rumors. Let's get, Seth joining us back in. Welcome into Seth and all my buddy contractors who are making this happen in the real world and putting out the real value and resources that we gain and putting out the production of it. To all of us contractors, truck drivers everywhere throughout the world. By the way, more than 50% of the crypto owners are contractors, truck drivers, and the like. So hats off to us. Yes, like on the Saints helmet. Yes, like on the Saints helmet. Yes, not the. I'm sorry, and I think I'm confusing that. It is not the flowered thing, but it might come from that. But maybe it does. But yes, thank you. It's kind of like that spearhead thing. Thank you for helping me, RB. NFL, yes, the Saints. And by the way, hats off to Saints fans because I love my New Orleans people. And hats off to New Orleans and my buddy Jay and my folks from New Orleans. Yeah, shout out. Love the 11 teen families they rock. And you know, here's the thing, guys. These families, boy, we got a lot more on this. Macro architecture, guys, concerning this whole thing of the Bank of International Settlements. And thank you for your comments. And I'm going to elaborate a little more on that. And how hilarious that my chat says we have had 9 viewers this entire time. Who dat? What happened last night? Now, look I love my Pittsburgh people, too. And I do apologize for that happening. And I love to see me some old school Aaron Rodgers, who's around my time, still making it happen. And also Flacco making it happen. And by the way, who do I root for? I didn't know who to root for in that game because I spent some time outside the Pittsburgh area, and I love those folks, watching them wear their Pittsburgh jerseys in the grocery store like I've never seen in my life. Pittsburgh fans, I've never seen anything like it in my life. And I live in Denver, and I watch the Denver fans on a Sunday and, Denver area. And I watch the Denver fans, and I watch, I've lived in Minnesota, and I watch those fans. I've watched them all. I've lived in Tennessee. I lived all over this great country, and I have learned and loved all and gotten to know, and that sounded weird, learned and loved all the people. What are you, a weird rock star doing a private event, No, I've learned and very kindly loved all the people in this great country, and I am telling you that we have some great football fans, and boy, I didn't know who to root for in that game last night. Hats off to you guys. And way to keep cool, calm, composure 18 years in the NFL, Flacco, and just, you know what I mean? Way to do it. And hats off to Rodgers, and boy, I didn't know who to root for, man. That was a great game. I love all my peeps, and guys, gumbo galore, says Seth. Yeah, rock on to my peeps down in Louisiana. And I'm not going to get into specifics, but we can talk about some specific areas. But yeah, boy, I love my football too. I didn't like it a few years ago. I was like, oh, this dumb, come on, all these guys, come on. And then I'm like, Frank, come on. You're having fun here in this third rock from the sun. Quit being so serious and try to have some fun. So football's a fun outlet. Your chat is wrong. I saw 17 in your chat, says Marnie. Gotcha. Good. I'm glad it is wrong. Thank you, Marnie, for helping us correct, because this chat just says we have 9 people. I don't think they really like me very much. I don't think YouTube wants to push me out. Old school 90s rock on, says RB. RB, welcome, newcomer into the channel. Please, if you're a newcomer, tap like, subscribe. You got crypto and full blockchain made easy. And I want to announce once again, Tyler Spencer in the chat. Sorry, buddy, I'm missing you. Rumors about the government opening back up today. Any thoughts? Well, a great question. Let's get back current. Thank you, Tyler, for pulling me back in. And thank you for joining us on the channel. And you better tap that like and subscribe, and you better hit the bell notification, because I know, well, look, don't get cocky, Frank. Some people, just because they ask you a question, it doesn't mean they actually like you and want you around all the time, right? If you do want me around all the time, tap the bell notification. If you don't, make sure you don't watch for too much longer, because I'm going to end up coming across your feed. Now, here's my opinion. In all truth and honesty, which is what I do here. Here's the deal. What we're going to get coming forward with this government shutdown, and are we going to, sorry to stutter on you, are we going to be done with it? I don't know. Are they finished with the flipping of the switch? If they are, then we'll turn back on. If they're not, we got to wait a little bit. That's your answer. Okay. Government shutdown equals game equals equates to great multifaceted reason to implement further pieces of the plan, so as not to rile up and shake all the leaves on the trees and get them all excited so they don't rebel out against it, and instead make them think it was actually their idea. Duh. Okay, let's get into more. That's my answer for you. Can I be any more honest and real with you? You know what I mean? Oh boy, it ain't easy being cheesy, I'm going to tell you that. Let me take the glasses off for it, because when you live here, the rest of the world does not, or else the game couldn't be played on everybody. So 99% of the folk are not busted out of the matrix. They're living as robots. Those of you watching, and me and some of the others, are but a tiny percentage on this planet who have this woken up to a degree and laugh about all the tomfoolery. I thought of it a while ago. I just wanted to wait for the pause before I did the rhyme so it sounded more natural. Instead, I made it sound less organic. Because I am not a natural-born comedian, and that's okay. Let's use some examples, if you don't mind, from 2023, furthering our topic of XRP's a crap coin. Oh my God, how dumb. Banks are using RippleNet, gained cost savings by doing so, and lowered FX spread exposure by doing so. So better liquidity is what we gained by connecting with, I had such a jingly little rhyme in there from a 1970s commercial, and if you can catch it, good for you. If you can play it back and catch it, good for you. And if you do, lay it out in the comments, because first time around, I don't think you'll catch it. Pretty slick. Let's pull forward here in our understanding and regulating 21st century payment systems. You got to be bright to stay on board with this channel. The Ripple case study, and that's why you guys are my buddies, because you guys are smarter than the average bear, not only in this, but in this, and also in this, showing how Ripple positions itself relative to correspondent banking. Want to get deep into that one? Because we can. Well, maybe we will. Let's glaze over for now. Symbolism, origins, and the Phoenix narrative moving forward here. Let's get back to Ryan Fugger's story and Ripple Pay, trust networks, early credit design, the Ryan Fugger story, the Phoenix narrative. It's actually the double eagle of the Habsburg Austrian banking family, giving the name to the banking Fugger, to the Fugger family, conferring the name to them, giving them the name. Early Ripple Pay trust networks and early credit design given to, of course, Ryan Fugger, as we mentioned earlier, 1%er. The Phoenix narrative is as such. Community lore, of course, ties Fugger to historic Fugger Phoenix on old coins that existed way back in the day from the Fugger family running Well, we're not going to get into all that. Phoenix on the Economist cover back in, I think it's 99, speculative symbolism of the double phoenix, but it's not. It's actually a double eagle, which everybody has that wrong, and I'm here to demystify some of the tying together of these, points or whatever you want to call it. Oh boy, narrative framing options coming forward for you here, and I can do it in about 3 steps, but let's go ahead and lay out the challenges. We'll get to it in a minute. There's so much to give you, guys, that I'm ready to literally vomit XRP. You can't be blind to these challenges that present themselves, guys. I'll get to comments in a second. Regulatory risks are as such. XRP and Ripple have been fighting the U.S. SEC litigation as we've known for all this time. Any flip to a national financial system must survive regulatory hurdles in major markets first. And I think we're getting to that point. Concerning competition, many firms in consortia are, not just one, are building rails, example, Swift, GPI, Plus, and also Corda, JPM Coin, etc. XRP is not alone. DLT, here we come. Legacy inertia sees banks, central banks, regulators are conservative but slow to adopt structural change. Wink, wink. Government shutdown, flip the switch, baby, please. Right, symbolic claims smear credibility, though, mixing speculative symbolism with factual claims, which can undermine skepticism. So let's be careful not to draw too many links, guys, okay? With the Rothies and the coat of arms clinching their 5 arrows, symbolizing the first founding 5 brothers of the Rothies, and the Habsburg Empire, Austrian Habsburg Empire. Wink, wink, are you paying attention? Did you know all this crap? Whose emblem is the double-headed eagle, of course, and that bird is often mistaken online for the double-headed phoenix. You're wrong. It's an eagle, and it comes from the double-headed eagle of the Austrian Habsburg Empire from the Rothies. Now, this phoenix misinterpretation has all of us going down a weird rabbit hole. And the rabbit hole is still the same one, by the way. It's not that these folks were wrong. It still is these families. And what you'll see on the authentic Rothschild arms, of course, is the 5-arrow Rothie red shield. The red shield, the Rothschild, the red shield. Translates to the red shield. Sometimes supporters and imperial elements reflecting the Austrian grant. So much on this family. You already know. We can get into it in the Patreon. We can't get flagged too much here on the algorithm, and we've already been on for quite some time. Thanks for coming in, RB and Stu and Marnie and Jock and Turple and Monsager and thanks for the thanks. Hey, by the way, Jock, I got you, buddy. You got a year Patreon subscription from me because you continue to support us, and I want fair value back at you guys. So we're going to go ahead and buy you one. I'll talk to my guy today. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else I may have missed, you know I love you all. Thank you. Thank you, Turdy, for coming in, and thank you. Totally awesome. Not today, thank you. I think I've mentioned everybody. I really appreciate you. I realize I didn't get my sit-up to be tall with my telephone books to be higher. I'm usually about this high because I have to sit on something because I'm a little midget guy. But anyway, I love you, and thanks for coming into our episode. Hey, Pitty. My Pitty's been trying to say hi to me, and I'm ignoring. Thank you for joining us, and happy weekend, happy Friday. Thank you for listening to me yap and yap and yap. Hopefully we can tank further. I know you think I'm crazy. I call Bitcoin goes below 100 perhaps this weekend. Let's just see if we can do it. You guys are like, what is he talking about? We want this thing to go up. We'll probably drop below 100 this weekend or so, go into the 90s. Don't sweat it. Who gives two living horse crabs? XRP, let's go. Drop below $2 or so. Come on. I don't know. We got a nice little cup and handle happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think we're about to bust out of that action. But anyway, we could very well see a drop. Who cares? Go ahead and buy your stuff. You ain't putting crypto back in the bottle. Genie ain't going back in the bottle. Toothpaste ain't going back in the tube. You ain't going to stop it. We got an extended bull cycle coming for crypto, whether you like it or not. Who knows if it's a year from now, 2 years from now, or 3 years from now. But I'm holding my stuff until it does it. The fastest horse in the race, as Sam Drunkenmiller says, is crypto, and we are about to explode. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sticking in on this game of crypto with Frank the Crypto Tank. It's a fun journey. We're having a blast. Oh my gosh, am I sitting low? Sorry, guys. I'm a little midget. Guys, have a great weekend, and I will see you Monday morning at 7 a.m. Thank you for supporting us, and thank you for keeping your heads screwed on straight and being some of the 1%ers who are broken out of the lies of the game, all the sheep. I love you guys. Good job, and hats off to you for being free.